I would urge everyone just to experience pranic healing. Even if you even have the slightest intention of what is this? Experience it through a healing. You can experience a 1 hour healing from us. And if you are really into it, a class would be the full compass of pranic healing. You can take level 1 and you can heal just about almost all aspects in day-to-day life.
Today we joined Pranay Ravikumar, a certified healer and instructor of Pranic Healing. Pranic Healing is a no-touch, energetic therapy that cleanses, balances, and energizes the aura and chakras within the body. Stay tuned, as this may be the healing modality you've been waiting for. Please like and subscribe. KarmaHub, exploring healing, wellness, and the practitioners that offer it.
My background is in information systems, and it has nothing to do with pranic healing, nothing to do with energy. So and it all began with me being in a relationship and it not working out. And I was in a point in my life where it was close to depression. It wasn't quite there. And during that time frame, it happened in August. I don't remember the year. It happened in August, and I was slated to go to Dubai in December of that same year. And I've been talking to my cousin about it. It's like, this is what's going on. And I went to Dubai, enjoyed my time. And my cousin sister's been telling me like, hey, my dad heals people with all kinds of issues. And I'm like, okay. I didn't think of it anything. I said, okay, great. So I went there, enjoyed my time, and looked at Dubai. And then one day she comes to me, she was like, hey, my dad's calling you. Would you like to have a healing? And I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I will take it. So I went to him. I said, here's my issue that I'm having. He said, just relax, just have a seat, just close your eyes, and I'll let you know when I'm done. He did pranic healing. Back then I didn't know what he was doing, but later I knew he was doing pranic healing. And I saw, after it was done, I was a totally different person. And I'm like, what is this? Like, I've never experienced peace within me for almost 2 to 3 months while going through this process. I'm like, wow, I need to learn this. Like, is this for everyone? And when I asked him the question, I was like, can I learn what you just did? And he was like, yes, absolutely. He said, just, look up Pranic Healing when you go back to US. And I was like, sure. And so I looked it up, and here I come searching on Google. I'm like, Pranic Healing in the Maryland area, in the Virginia area. And there was nothing in the Maryland area. The closest back then was Virginia. And so I went to the class in Virginia and took the class. And after that, it was like a fast-paced scale for me, just taking all the courses. But it opened up my eyes as to what energy can do in the respect of psychological things. Modern medicine is not able to detect these, psychological issues that in turn becomes a physical issue at some point.
It influences the physical, right?
Correct. And it's like, that was an eye-opening. I was like, wow, this is fabulous. And that's how I got into the journey of pranic healing.
Wow. So have you tried other energy medicines as well, or have you basically just focused on pranic healing?
I have focused basically on pranic healing.
Okay.
I've heard of different modalities. I've never tried them.
Okay.
We have students that come to us with different modalities, and their experience, from what I gather from them, it's phenomenal. It's like energy is everywhere, but it's how you in tune to that energy. What's your intent to heal that person? How do you intend to heal that person?
Right.
Having that positive energy or the positive vibe to heal that person is super important.
Right. Well, so I've tried many different modalities. So Reiki was my first, and I've been attuned in quite a few different Reiki modalities. But I think what fascinated me the most about the pranic healing are the protocols that you call on, very specific protocols to achieve, different outcomes. So what would you say is so unique about pranic healing versus maybe some other methods?
Knowing pranic healing in depth, I feel like pranic healing has like a cookbook recipe.
Okay.
Look at a cookbook at step 1 to step 10 to prepare something. Master Choa, or I call him Master Choa, we call him Grandmaster Choa Sui. He created every book that he wrote. He had a specific protocol for a specific element, whether it be depression, whether it be anxiety, whether it be pain in the back, headaches, any cough, fever, any of those. You literally, if you followed step 1 to step 10, you are guaranteed to get results.
Really? Wow.
And that is the phenomenal part.
Right.
And the energy aspect, you're channeling the energy from the surroundings. It's not, it's not like you're giving your energy to someone that you're healing. So it's in pranic healing, we call it transference of energy from a higher voltage to a lower voltage.
Gotcha.
Right? Or higher transmission to a lower transmission. Because the person getting healed is at a lower vibration than somebody like us who's trying to heal that person. So the transference of energy is what makes it so powerful. The intent or the intention of me healing this person for whatever they come to is so powerful.
Wow.
And I think I can add to that, to the aspect of, in pranic healing, and I give a great example to students, like, if we are cleaning a house or a room, we normally clean up, sweep up all the dust that's there or the debris that's on the floor. Mm-hmm. But what if, those corners that we can't get to, those spider webs that we can't get to, we actually go and actually vacuum that size. We actually go to that specific area to clean it. With pranic healing, it's similar. We clean the aura.
Okay.
And then you take it to a point where you heal the chakra specifically. But the key element of pranic healing is we clean first and then we energize. Gotcha. So it's not, you're not, and from what I've heard from other modalities, you energize it right on without cleansing that chakra or that aura. And that, according to Grandmaster Choa Sui, creates adverse effects. Because it's not clean. It's like a wound on your leg, and if you just put ointment,
you got to clean it first.
Exactly.
Right.
So that aspect just makes so much sense when I went into pranic. It just made so much sense. Like, that makes sense. You clean before you put fresh energy.
Right. When you get these treatments, is it a one-time thing? Is it you go the first time and you get the cleaning, and maybe a second time in a cleaning, and the third time you actually get energized, or is it what's the process?
So the process is always cleaning, energizing. It's always cleansing and energizing, because every time you come for a treatment, it's like an onion. You always get a layer out, right. And then you take another layer out the next time. At some point, all the layers are gone, and then the element or the issue is resolved. So the treatment is based on how severe that element is for that person. So it's like there's no right answer, but some people get healed in 1 session. Some people get healed in 5 sessions,
What are some of the ailments that protocols specifically work through? Like, what are some of the lists of things that can be treated with pranic healing?
There's a wide variety of list. Honestly, it's the most common ones are, when there's flu season, there's a flu protocol, right? Or influenza protocol, we call it. When there are people with back pains that come, there are people with headaches, migraines, people with depression, people with anxiety, people with ADHD.
I could use some of that.
Yeah,
some treatments.
and that's been a huge part of pranic healing is
Really?
we can hone in on a lot of elements
Wow.
through pranic healing. There's no barriers at all. Like there's nothing that we cannot heal.
Wow.
Even when COVID came around, there was no COVID protocol. Right back then, there was when Grandmaster Choa wrote his books, there was no COVID. So when COVID came in play in 2020, we had disciples of Grandmaster Choa, they're called the Acharyas, who developed protocols for COVID for us so we could follow and heal people that were in hospitals, who were in ICU, who were just had minor COVID.
And you found that that was helpful?
It was super helpful.
Really?
In fact, Master Glenn developed pods. We call them pods because like there were groups of people that would heal every day when somebody was in the ICU and when COVID was an outbreak. And we helped a lot of people. Whether we knew them or not, it was across the world, it was US, it didn't matter. And the beauty of pranic healing comes into distance pranic healing.
Gotcha.
Where the person can be, I'll be sitting here and the person can be in Australia and I can still heal that person. So
it's non-local.
It's not local in any sense. Yes, absolutely. Wow. So a lot of our clients are remote. So it's like, because distance is always a barrier for a lot of people.
Right. Especially during COVID.
Correct, especially, exactly. Yeah. And the social distancing was like phenomenal. It's like, great, yeah, we can accommodate that as pranic healing because we do the distance healing.
Can you tell me some stories that have really impressed you that you've either been a part of or have witnessed while someone's having this sort of work done?
Yeah, we heal a lot of people. Me and my wife, we heal people we heal every Wednesday as a healing pod. Okay. We have other people who have graduated pranic healing join us as we heal people around the world, really. So we get cases, we call them cases as they come in, and we have many experiences, phenomenal experiences, and I can give you one of them where there was a kid in Australia who was playing outside and got hit by a car. Was in the hospital, in the ICU, and we started the healing process because we were notified, like, hey, there's a child that got hurt. Can we start the healing process? The kid was bedridden. We healed every Wednesday. There was another group healing during the day, and we will come back in the night and heal. After a week, the kid got off the bed and started walking. Wow. And the doctor's like, what is this? Like, I've never seen this before. And they were amazed, and we were in tears. We were like, wow, thank you, Grandmaster Choa, for the teachings that we have gotten. Because without his teachings, we would not be able to help this person.
So it was
right away.
The pod that was focused on the outcome of the child, is that right?
Yes, yes. Okay. We all had our main outcome was to heal this boy.
Gotcha. So on Wednesdays, a group of you get together that have studied this practice, and you intend for different people that need healing work.
Correct.
For that healing to take place.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay.
Absolutely. So it was phenomenal to see.
Is that pretty common on Wednesdays? Do you typically see outstanding results like that?
Outstanding. We heal just about everything that comes to us, and the next day we'll automatically get a feedback from the patient at times like, wow, I feel great. We as simple as a sore throat to as severe as a trauma into an accident.
Wow.
So it's been great.
So it's not just psychological work that you're doing; it's also a very physical work that you can intend to help and correct.
Correct. And
wow.
One of the big things about pranic healing, it's a no-touch modality. We do not touch the patient or the client in any fashion or form. I know other modalities lightly touch the area that needs to be, so we literally do not touch at all.
That's interesting. You were saying that you always cleanse and then energize. I'm wondering why that isn't done more often.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
really...
mean, that seems to make a lot of sense.
Exactly, exactly. And Pranic Healing is an ancient teaching. It's not, Master Choa brought it into our modern world in a very simplistic way.
So how did he get into it? Grandmaster Choa, is that right?
Yes, Grandmaster Choa. We call him, it's Grandmaster Chokok Sui is his full name.
Okay.
In a short form, we all call him Master Choa.
Master Choa, okay.
So for him, he was an author, he was a scientist, he was a philanthropist, a businessman, a great businessman. So he, it's interesting,
Wow.
He encompassed everything, and he gave up his life for Pranic Healing, and that, it's just fabulous. Like it really resonates with me to the point where if he could dedicate so much time towards healing Mother Earth and healing people, and the reason I say that Mother Earth is because he has a meditation called Twin Heart Meditation, where we bless Mother Earth. So every person, every being on Mother Earth is blessed with love and happiness and joy.
Wow.
So it really is great to see how Master Choa brought this.
So when you started, there wasn't anybody else in Maryland actually doing this work. And you have a school, right?
Correct.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So we have a school. We have a
I guess it's the only one like it really in the state of Maryland, or are there others starting to pop up?
No, we are the only one in the state of Maryland.
Wow.
We have it at the center. The center's called the Center for Pranic Healing Maryland in Columbia, Maryland. So we started that back in 2017. But we started that, it's been growing and it's growing, and we got great results. We got great students coming in. We're just very happy that people are willing to learn Pranic Healing, knowing other modalities are out there, but at the same time, they want to experience Pranic Healing because either they heard from someone, or they read it, or they listened to one of the acharyas on social media or any of that, or events.
Well, I feel like a lot of these other practitioners, they're in practice of being able to kind of direct the flow, the universal flow, or the universal light.
Yeah.
And for them to be able to really hone in, I would say, intent. The protocols are really all about focusing intent, embodying that intent, and being able to do that in such a way that there's a very specific outcome that results from it. That's my perception. As someone that's attuned in Reiki, who is used to allowing the light to kind of flow through and out and be very helpful for the people I'm working on, for me to be able to really focus that directive, I think is just really, I plan to learn this for sure. It's just a matter of hopefully sooner than later. I'm really looking forward to it.
Nice. We welcome you. We welcome you because it will be a life-changing event for you because you are already in the energy world. Other modalities. I think you have a better comparison to Pranic Healing, and you've seen that through whether you got Pranic Healing through someone.
Yes, I've had some treatments.
Yeah, and so that I think you
for
have
one
better
of your students.
knowledge.
It was fantastic.
Oh, great,
Yes.
great, fantastic. Thank you. And we're so happy that our students are able to help others out, and not just us. In this Maryland area, we want to spread as best as we can.
Absolutely.
So we can bring better light, better love, better power to the students.
So are there different levels to being a pranic healer?
There is. So the first level is called level 1. It's basic Pranic Healing, which is the foundation of Pranic Healing. You also learn self-healing, how to self-heal yourself. The level 2, after that is level 2, which is called advanced pranic healing, where
Okay.
you use colors to heal a person. It's a next level. You know, in basic pranic healing is very basic. And you get to the level 2 where you use colors, which is even more powerful. Get to level 3, which is pranic psychotherapy, which is the psychological aspects of the person that we need healed.
Oh.
And the level 4 is pranic crystal healing, which is where you use a crystal to heal the person's body, whether it be a chakra or even an organ within the body.
Are there any studies or like what is the science behind this? Is there anything that really supports doing this sort of work?
Yeah, there are many studies, research that has been done and is going on. We have an Acharya Master Glenn Mendoza in New Jersey, who is the president of Pranic Healing Research. He does a lot of research in pranic healing, and it's fabulous to see him. He's done research in vitro fertilization. He's
Really?
done
Wow.
research in ADHD. He's done research in agriculture. He's done research in twin heart meditation.
Okay.
How when you do twin heart meditation, what's happening to the brain cells? What's happening to the brain?
And are these pretty large studies that
These are huge studies
Really?
that have been, they get grants for them
Okay.
to have it, and some of them have been published in medical journals.
Okay. Wow.
So it is fantastic.
So you'll find these techniques in medical journals.
Yeah, some of them are in medical journals. There's a website for pranic healing research. It's called pranichealingresearch.com.
Wow.
So it's fantastic to see articles written of what the research has come up with when doing pranic healing.
So are there any other things that you'd like to speak on, or anything that I missed that you would like to mention?
Yeah, I would urge everyone just to experience pranic healing, even if you even have the slightest intention of what is this.
Right.
Experience it through a healing. We do healings. You can experience a 1-hour healing from us. And if you are really into it, a class would be the full compass of pranic healing.
Right.
You can take level 1 and you can heal just about almost all aspects in day-to-day life.
Wow.
And really, pranic healing can be encompassed with your day-to-day life. A lot of pranic healers take pranic healing, and the next day they go heal their parents or their significant other or their kids, because either let's just say the kids fell down and they got a bruise or something. A quick pranic healing steps would easily take that burden off the parent. You can quickly heal that.
Wow. Well, this has really been fantastic. Thank you so much. And I look forward to taking those classes.
Thank you. Thank
yeah.
you so much, Lauren.
Cool.
Really appreciate your time today as you spread different energy work throughout the whole world.
Well, I think people, like you were saying, if you're the least bit curious about how this stuff works, just stick your toe in it, give it a try. I think it's important. We all should explore the boundaries, and energy work is becoming, in my opinion, I feel like it's very true, it's becoming more the norm. More people are starting to go down that road and dive into the energy work, and it's really fascinating. It's made a huge, you were talking about how you got into it. I led a very similar story. I was in the middle of a divorce and went to a motivational workshop sort of thing, and was exposed to energy work for the first time. And it totally blew my mind. It challenged my belief systems.
Wow.
And I went home a different person. For 3 months, I felt completely completely different. Like the world had just lifted from my shoulders. All the burdens that I had been feeling. I was going through a divorce at the time and a number of other things. And I left there with my chin held high, and it's because of these strange happenings that I was exposed to. So I went home and I opened up medical journals. I tried to find stuff that was more medical based versus the woo-woo, right? And I mean, it was there, it fully supported so much of what I had experienced that particular weekend. And I have since been on this road, this path, and continue to put my big toe into different modalities.
Fantastic.
Yeah, definitely urge people, if you can, go out there and give it a try.
Yeah, I mean that's the best thing ever. It can be in any energy, to experience, just to experience it. There's no side effects to pranic healing. Absolutely no side effects. It's worth a shot. You might be wowed, like, wow, my issue has been resolved. And people come to us not because they were like, oh, this Pranay is a great healer, right? It's because their intention or their focus is to get healed. And that type of energy, when they bring it, that in itself is a healing aspect.
Right.
And when we infuse the greater being's energy into that, it's a miracle. It's like, whoa, explosion of divine energy.